Hello viewers, welcome to yet another video about Ghana, about Central region, about Cape Coast and about many other towns in this Central region. In the last video I made, I told you I'll be sharing with you why you should visit the Central region. Even if you are coming from outside Ghana, any part of the world, or if you are in Ghana and you want to tour somewhere. So let me just tell you. First reason why I want you to visit the Central region of Ghana is that the Central region of Ghana has a lot of tourist locations. And those tourist locations are very popular ones for that matter. They are not tourist locations that you mention and people wouldn't know about it. With what we have here, I say we because I am in the Central region of Ghana. With what we have here, the places are very popular, and if I mention some of them, you know that yes, the places are very popular and you can never lose your way. So we have a lot of tourist locations here in the Central region, and that is one reason why I want you to visit us. So come to Central region because we have a lot of tourist locations, or the Central region has a lot of tourist locations where you learn and you also enjoy. Then secondly, the tourist locations in the Central region are very close to each other. So let's take for example, from Cape Coast Castle to Elmina Castle, it isn't that far. From Cape Coast to Elmina will charge you about 8 cedis or 7 cedis. And from Cape Coast to the Kakum National Park, you'll be charged about 20 cedis thereabout, which is very, very affordable. And then if you may want to continue to another place, which is a tourist location here in the Central region, which is from, let's say you're from Kakum National Park to Assin Manso Slave Riverside. That will depend on the route that you use. So if you use Praso from Kakum to Praso, and then from Praso to Assin Fusu, okay? Then from Assin Fusu to Assin Manso, where we have the Assin Manso Slave Riverside or Slave River Market or Slave Market, then that would be like you are going in circles. So the best thing to do is when you're at Kakum National Park, you just go back to Cape Coast. Then you pick Assin Fusuka over there. Then when you reach Assin Manso, you get down, which is very, very cheap. So you have all those tourist locations in one area. They are not so far as compared to some places I've visited before in certain regions. I wouldn't want to downplay any region, but let me give you a typical example. Traveling from, okay, no, I won't mention any region, but just know that in this particular area, the tourist locations are close than so many other places I've visited from one point to another in the same region. Those places far, far, far closer to one another. And what that means is that you have cheap transportation. You won't have to spend so much on transportation, and you won't have to spend so much time. And also, you won't have to spend so much energy trying to get to the other places which are very far. But now, these places I'm talking about, people even travel from Accra to come here, maybe Cape Coast, to tour the region and then maybe make some notes that they have to make before going back. But there are some regions that from one tourist location to the other will even be very difficult for you, and you need more time to be able to explore those places. And so this is the number 2 reason why I will invite you to come to the Central region of Ghana. And then the third reason why I will invite you to the Central region, that is if you are from anywhere in the world and you want to tour Ghana, the reason why I will ask you to come to the Central region is because of the presence of the Assin Manso Slave River site. Yes. If you're an African American, you obviously have to come to this place. Whether you feel your ancestors are from any other part of Africa rather than Ghana, it doesn't really matter. Africa is Africa and we are one. So coming to this place, let me tell you what it means. This place is the place where our ancestors took their last bath before they were taken to the castles to be shipped to the New World. And they were not just taken to the castle, they were actually auctioned at the place. So the place served as the place for their last bath and the place for them to be sold. So it acted as a marketplace. That is why it has the name with the market attached, and then it has the name with the river or with the bathing together. So if you are an African and you are in the diaspora, be it America or Canada or any part of the world, and you haven't come to Africa before, and you come to Africa, the place has been created in such a way that you will see the water in which, or the river in which our forefathers were being bathed in before they were taken away. And then you see the other river which flows, which is more vibrant. That water is, the current is more faster than the one that our forefathers were bathed in. When you come, that will be where you'll be taken to. Okay, so you'll be taken to that river, and that is where you'll be having your first bath of return, since that is your first time of coming to Africa. So it's a well-planned program at the riverside at Assin Manso, where the tour guides will help you pass through the process, and then you reconnect with your ancestors who once upon a time were here and had to fight and go through a lot of struggles before being taken to the New World. You cannot say that you not come to that place unless you are destined not to ever step foot in Africa before your dying day. But if you have the means, I will encourage you to come and pass through that process. And I will just share a video with you for you to see the feelings that people had after taking that bath or after going through that ritual. The fourth reason why you should visit the Central Region is that the Central Region has a lot of festivals which fall within the same times and the same period. Okay, so we recently had the Baketue Festival, which was celebrated at Elmina near Cape Coast. Then we've also had the Muri Abanje Festival. We've had some festivals being celebrated at Jumako, the various areas or the various mini towns in Jumako celebrating it. The CRC, I think they have celebrated theirs. And there is one being celebrated at Jumako, and it is called Ampesi Akwambo Festival. So the name tells you what's to be happening there. Ampesi is it could be either Brody Ampesi or Bayram Ampesi, but I know it will be Brody Ampesi because I saw a video somewhere where they have the Brody. That's plantain. Brody is actually plantain. Yes, that's the account name for plantain. Sorry, I forgot. I have to use English. So after that one, we'll be having one of the biggest festivals in the Central Region, being the Ogwa Fetu Afashe, which is a very huge festival, and it will be from next week going. Today that I'm talking to is a Saturday, so by Monday it will be starting, and it will be ending on the 3rd of September. And then we also have the Abuachi Festival, which is also celebrated by the people of Winneba and its surroundings. And so when you come to the Central Region in this time, okay, and you love festivals, you have a lot of festivals to witness, and you be from one town to another right here in the Central Region, and it's amazing. You can check my channel for one of the videos on the Abanje, that's the Muri Abanje Festival, and then I also have a video on the Elmina Baketue Festival, and I'll be sharing a video also on the almighty Ogwafetu Afashe. Yeah, so keep watching, and please subscribe if you are new here, or if you haven't, you are an old member, right, but you haven't done so yet. Now the last but not the least reason why I'll ask you to come to the Central Region to come and enjoy your holiday as a tourist, or if you are in Ghana and you want somewhere to visit, the reason why I ask you to come to the Central Region is that the Central Region or parts or majority of it is bounded by the sea. Okay, when you come to Cape Coast, when you come to Elmina, you will see that the towns Winneba, Commander, and all those places, they are bounded by the sea. So if you are someone who loves the sea, who would love to visit a place where you can have access to the sea to swim when the sun is out, then obviously you should come to the central region, because there are some regions in Ghana that you cannot have access to the sea. Okay, and the places also have very nice restaurants, very nice hotels, very nice beach resorts where you can actually enjoy yourself. If you are coming alone or if you're coming with somebody, you can have all the fun that you want to have. So if you don't want to visit a town that is landlocked and you cannot get access to the sea, and you want a place where you can feel the sea, enjoy yourself very well, then I'll ask you to come to the central region of Ghana. And apart from all those tourist locations like the Elmina Castle, Cape Coast Castle, Assin, Manso, Slave River, Hans Cottage, Kakum National Park, and all those places, there are other places in Cape Coast or even the central region that you can visit, and people don't really talk about those places. Like between Cape Coast to the Kakum National Park, there is a place where we have some bees. That's a specific or a special bee that does not sting, and we all know bees sting a lot. So it is a center for stingless bees, which if you are driving by yourself, you can pass through that place to go and check on what actually goes on there. Then you go and see those bees at the place. The town is called Abrafo, and it's about 5 minutes drive away from the Kakum National Park. And then you can also check out the place where we have the tomb, or where the legendary Asebu Amenfi, if you know about this man, he is believed, or myth or legendary stories has it that he was a giant. He was a giant, and whilst he roamed through town, his younger sister, or I don't know whether elder sister or younger sister, will be sitting on a board on his head, will be roasting corn for him, and then he'll be chewing it. I don't know if you have heard of that man before. He has a place. There's a place in a town here in the central region where he sat. Okay, just as Okonfanoche did at Aprede, where that man sat, has a mark of his hands and his feet over there. And some of the things he did, the castanet he was using, and a whole lot of things can be found at that particular place. And so all these are places you can visit when you come to the central region, just that those places have not been so tagged on our map, or I don't know why people don't talk about it. And so when we come, we go to the main places here and we leave those places out. So from Cape Coast to the Kakum National Park, you get to a place called Abrafo. When you get to Abrafo, you see their signboard about the stingless bee. They also produce honey, but I think they don't produce as much as the bees that sting could produce. So when you come, you can feel everything. The towns here in the central region are the relaxed type. So if you're coming for holiday, then that'll be very good for you. And then equally, you can also think of something else, because this place is a very calm town, or the towns here are very calm. I've shown Elmina on my channel. I've shown a bit of Cape Coast on my channel. I've shown a bit of Assin Fusu on my channel. And I'll be showing a lot more of the central region to the world. So if you're in Ghana, okay, and if you are not even in Ghana, you are in Togo, you are in Africa, or you are not in Africa, any part of the world you find yourself, if you want to visit anywhere in Ghana, then you should come to the central region. First of all, because the tourist locations are close and you won't have to spend so much energy, you won't have to spend so much time, and you won't have to spend so much money on traveling from one place to another. Then secondly, around this time especially, we have all the festivals being celebrated by the different towns in the central region. And so when you come, you can enjoy all those festivals with us here in the central region. Then the central region, we have towns here that are bonded by the sea. So if you are a sea lover, or if you are a swimmer, someone who loves to swim, and you want to visit the central region, this is the best time to come to central region. And make sure you ask about where you find the sea, because luckily the sea is at where you have the castles. And even when you are going somewhere else in the central region, there is no way you come to tour without going to the Cape Coast and Elmina castles, which are very close to the sea, because those slaves that were taken were actually placed in boats close by the sea and were taken away. And so when you come, you can have your time to swim and have fun with the sea or in the sea. But the sea also is close to nice places of residence, such as hotels, inns, and one place that I know a lot of visitors stay when they come is a Royal Ridge Hotel. Is it Ridge Royal Hotel? Yeah, a lot of them come. There's a reason behind that. I'll tell you in the future why a lot of foreigners who come lodge at the Ridge Royal Hotel in the Cape Coast municipality. The sun is actually distorting my camera, so I have to end here. It has been raining for some time now, but today, Saturday, I don't know, the sun is really shining and it is making my camera to be heated. If when it heats, it stops the ISO, so I have to just stop the video and do something else for you guys another day. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That is if you are new here. And if you are also an old member and you haven't subscribed, please try to subscribe and share the videos with your friends. In my next video, I'll be showing you the Oguafe to Afashe, videos from the Oguafe to Afashe. A lot of videos, a lot of videos, a lot of videos. So stick around, and yes, thank you.
Okay, just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a